Pardon me, good sir. My name is Olier, and I am employed as an attendant at the Mandeville Gold Saucer. Could I perhaps trouble you for a moment of your time? Truth be told, we are in desperate need of capable adventurer to aid us in a task of the utmost import. Might you perchance be willing to offer your aid? Must we? As you may have realized, we are currently... What?
No, I was gonna say it's better than someone asking for us to offer our succor. Prior to that.
As you may have realized, we are currently in the middle of the Make It Rain campaign, a yearly festival during which we hold a number of exclusive limited-time events. Though you may be surprised to hear it, there are still those who have yet to experience all the wonders the saucer has to offer. Thus have we, the staff of the saucer, decided to take our show into town and spread the word. However, there has been one troubling development. Ever since we began this little campaign, one of my colleagues has been visibly out of sorts. Normally, he's the most cheerful out of all of us. So let it suffice to say that we're deeply concerned. My colleagues and I have tried to look into the matter ourselves, but I fear the man is too proud for his own good, and refuses to admit anything is the matter. And so, I thought perhaps an experienced adventurer like yourself might succeed where we have failed. So, what do you say?
Sure.
Thank you, good sir. Your generous offer is most appreciated. The man in question is currently on assignment in Limsa. I'll be heading there myself shortly after this. Let us rendezvous by the aft castle as soon as you are able. And now we teleport to Limsa.
Why don't saucer quests happen in the saucer?
Because that would be convenient. Where is this guy? He is Afcastle, right? Center of the Afcastle.
The Aft Castle?
Yep.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for the word center of the Aft Castle.
Oh.
Sorry.
Womp, 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 womp.
Ah, yes. The event square, where everything is always happening.
I'm here.
Is this guy voiced?
No, this quest is not going to be voiced.
Is the same guy?
Yeah, but also this is not a quest they would voice.
I'm also here.
Ah, there you are. I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of reading today, aren't I? Majestic, isn't it? Of all the displays we painstakingly erected, this one may be that best showcases... maybe one that best showcases the saucer's myriad refined delights.
There, it's a freaking sabotender.
As for the fellow I mentioned, that's him right over there.
Kill him. It keeps spinning in circles. Do you think it's quite alright?
All I know is it's making me dizzy just looking at it. Hey, you. Can't you do anything else? Huh.
Look, you've angered it. Or perhaps that was some manner of impromptu dance performance. In any case, I can't say I'm terribly keen to see what it does next. Not when we have a table waiting for us at the Bismarck. Some Rothgar's going to be grinding 70 levels out there.
So long, spiny whatever you are.
No. The bystanders having departed, Senior Sabotender slumps his shoulders in visible dismay. Who gave this cactus shoulders?
He's been like this ever since he got here. What say you? Will you speak with him, with Senior Sabotender, for me, and see if you can ascertain what ails him? As I readjust my boom arm and hopefully not have the squeaks come through.
So many squeaks.
Give me a spin, will you?
Give me a spin, will you? Do it, do it, do it, do it. Stabbed his eye out.
He did.
Oh
The
god.
monocle.
So that he could gain the wisdom. Senior Sabotender strikes a pose, but speaks no words. It's unclear if your message reached him.
He just did a spin. Of course it reached him.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He did exactly what we said. The angry dancing now? Oh, there he goes.
Oh, that's a fun emote.
Senior Sabotender rushed off to the west. Perhaps he wishes to speak with you in a more secluded location.
They speak?
To offer succor.
Oh my god. Oh no, please no.
That's gonna be some very spiky succor in that case.
You should never drink cactus juice.
Straight from the tap. Because you would tap a cactus in order to... It's literally called tap. It's very clever. I'm very clever. Laugh at my jokes.
Pay me first. What the hell?
No, you pay me. That's how this works.
You think laughs are free?
My apologies for dragging you all the way over here.
It better not be the cactus talking. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Nope.
Oh, thank God.
What? Hold on. Wait, what?
It is me, a toddler.
That's the saboteur.
Is he in a mascot suit?
We know this person?
Anaphon? Ah, my old friend Nanophon. Why the long face? I would never forget such a long face. Familiar people that I definitely know.
Ah, hero. So you noticed. As an actor, you think I'd be better at concealing my emotions. You saw
Maybe
that
it's the
just
hair.
now, didn't you? I did my damnedest to convey the sheer splendor of the gold saucer with my usual grandiose gestures, but my audience was clearly unimpressed.
He is the Sabotender. In a
Yeah.
shitty little costume. He's a mascot.
Alas, my gyrations and undulations and succor are merely perplexing poses without the spectacles of the saucer itself. Or that I could explain in my own words all that they are missing out on.
I don't think it's a sucker, dude.
Why don't I, then? Is it not obvious? Because we don't want to reveal to future patrons that Senior Sabotender isn't a real Sabotender, not until we've secured their patronage at the very least.
What? Why would that make them less? Okay.
Well, they don't want to give up the ruse till after they get your money.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I mean-
why would people care whether or not it's a real saboteur? There's plenty of them at the fucking golden saucer.
He's even got
They're like
green
all
highlights.
over the place.
Whilst donning my costume, I am forbidden from uttering even a single word.
I bet none of them are real. They're all Lalafell.
Oh my God, are they all Lalafels?
Such is my
What a
plight, you see.
conspiracy.
At this rate, I will be forced to depart this place, having succeeded at nothing but causing quizzical looks and utter confusion. I simply want to join my colleagues in spreading the word of the saucer's splendors across the realm.
And that's how I come in, somehow.
Yeah. That's my job. Listen to other people complain, then do one thing.
What's this? You'll be willing to assist us in our cause.
That's not what I said.
What a kind and generous soul you have, my adventuring friend. Why, your sheer magnanimity brings a tear to my eye. More than a few tears, even. But what am I doing here crying? I must prepare to welcome you to our little troop. Pray, let me know whenever you are ready.
All right.
Then you talk to him again. Ready for your first task? Before that, however, allow me to give you an overview of our promotional campaign. We began with a survey asking for people's impressions of the Golden Saucer. Reviewing the responses, we noted that the vast majority of patrons cited the attractions as one of the venue's main selling point. The main selling point of the place full of attractions is the attractions, as opposed to the carpet. While it is true that our attractions are a highlight, there is, as you are well aware, so much more to the saucer. Other things that attract you, like we should have a word for that. So we got to thinking about how best to go about informing the world of our lesser known delights. Like the carpet. I came up with 4 main features of the saucer that I hope to promote to people, which you were going to do through interpretive dance apparently. Which shall I explain first? The allure of the cactbot.
The lavish
Do them in all in
costumes of
order.
the staff. Oh, okay.
Indeed. Whether it's the mini cactbot, where casual players can enjoy as many as 3 times a day, or the lucrative jumbo cact. You can do the mini one 3 times a day?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that. Or the lucrative jumbo cactbot, available once per week. Both offered Golden Saucer patrons a chance to test their luck and reap lavish prizes. Easy to enter with incredible fortunes for the taking, the mini and jumbo cactbots are among the most popular ways to rack up MGP, which can then be exchanged for the host of alluring prizes. Dream big and enter the cactbot today, only for the Manderville Golden Saucer.
Do I really need to be told what's at the fucking saucer? Is he really just gonna go over every single
Tell me about
little
it.
ability? Like,
Though the saucer may seem far too away from many, being located in the edge of this is just easy to get to. Fuck it, I'm skipping it. The best kept secret. Oh ho, clearly I stand behind a man of discerning taste. While the saucer offers no end of games and attractions, refined patrons in the red light district. No, it's a full service bar. Barkeeps, there's alcohol. Okay. No one's fucking. Lavish costumes. Keen eye for fashion, that's the fashion game. Okay.
yeah.
So story now?
Yeah, wow, there's a lot of info there.
That's just an extended ad about the thing we already know how to do.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, what's the point? Is this just teaching me the golden saucer as if I've never known
I think
about
so,
it before?
because it's an update about the Golden Saucer as like an event.
Yeah.
Ooh, tantalizing. Is this
tutorializing
a
it.
place I can go to spend all of my hard-earned gil? Sign me up.
Well, that's the thing. You only need to invest 5,000 gil to start up, and then from there you can earn the rest of it.
Crazy.
Hell, you don't even. Need
I heard
to invest any.
there was a makeup company that told me the same thing not that long.
You can feel Nanafon's intense gaze upon you from within the senior Sabatender costume. Why are they called that instead of Cactuar? You are filled
What?
with determination to share the wonders of the Golden Saucer with the residents of Limsa along with your succulent companion. Well, they're called
Cactuars are
Cactuar
very...
in all the other games.
No, Cactuar is a very particular type of cactus.
He even does the Cactuar dance. Oh, look at Cactuar.
Cactuar does...
Yeah.
Here it is.
But he does...
What the fuck? Was it just around? Wait, were they here before? They're
No,
everywhere.
these are some of the things for the event.
Why is
Yeah,
he
these are
something else?
Cactuars. Cactuars are different. For one, they don't wear clothes.
Wait. Is this the right quest? Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't highlight it. Shit.
I need to
Oh, I
go a
guess this
little
one it's an
closer.
arrow, huh?
Yeah. There's your one Drylander. Stage your business. Oh, is that a lady?
It is a
Alright.
lady.
Stage your business quick, and you best hope it's worth me while.
There you go. That sounds fine. That's what
Marge
Pirate
Simpson.
Wolf sounded like, anyways.
Call me.
Is this an attack?
Is this a flash mob with one Cactuar?
A flash mob? That'd be terrifying. A bunch of cactuar just started flash mobbing you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The gold bloody saucer? Why would any pirate in her right mind set foot in that twinkling hellhole?
For booty.
Or
Send a
booty.
booty. You learn to
There
use
you
and spread the
go.
word about the wonders of the saucer. Succeed in drawing the interest of influential elements is probably the booze.
Probably, that's true.
None of them are booze related. Shit. Do you want to feast your eyes on the realm's most gorgeous garb?
Let me tell you plain. No, I don't bloody care. Now get out of here and, before I gut you and sleep you with the fishes.
Her white lipstick's freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, I keep looking at her and I keep thinking she looks like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, is that good? Is that how I should feel seeing that character? I don't think that's a good reaction.
Dreamed of winning the fortune of the cactopot because it's the booty.
I don't think that's gonna be interesting.
It's the special someone. Is she your special someone?
It's special someone? Okay.
Yeah, it's the answer.
Special someone. And just who in the hells would that be?
Let's go with a certain pirate captain, because I think it's probably what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I think that's a reference.
Okay. Certain pirate captain.
Who now? If you're implying what I think you are, I'd sooner keyhole myself than spend one instant with that lying whoreson. You'd not be catching me dead to go into your stinking gold saucer with. Just bugger off already.
Yeah, I think there was a plot line about her having a crush on the pirate captain and, like, I don't know, maybe a culinarian storyline? Forget.
Oh.
All I know is that she was looking for booty, just not the gold kind.
Yeah. She was looking for cake.
My favorite band. Especially their album Looking for Booty.
Comfort Eagle.
And I'm going to go to...
Why are you all clapping over there? What the fuck?
Culinary Guild.
The AI just started clapping as we passed by.
Cactuar are feral. Just read chat.
Oh my god, what?
This is
really funny.
Is true. They do attack you in at least one of the...
Are feral.
Cactuar are feral. What a sentence.
When are we gonna be able to play as the Cactuar Beast tribe?
They'd save a lot on animations.
Yeah, you just replace the Lalafels, right?
Well, it's because they don't fucking animate at all.
And they don't talk.
No,
they
just make them
wobble
walk
and
like
spin.
Lalafels.
Yeah, speaking of the culinarian storyline, hey Link, Seth, how you doing?
I'm here.
I'm waving at him. I'm gonna have to have you wear a full body hairnet, sir. They're cooking in here. What have we got here?
He's not cooking.
You're a fair share. Pricklier than the folks what usually show up here in the Bismarck.
This is the realm-renowned mascot of the Manderville Golden Saucer. Glitter, 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 glitter. How's he doing?
That's the new emote. That's the new emote. Right there.
I want that.
The what now? Ah, you're from the eyesore in the desert. Never been there myself. Afraid I'm much too busy for them silly games. New dishes don't think themselves up. Time to put what you learned to this fast in the fucking...
It's probably going to be the food.
Those are words.
That last one.
Yeah. But you could partake in libations to delight even the most discerning epicure. I know these words. I know what these words mean.
You don't say. The inspiration could do with some refreshing. I'll pay this saucer of yours a visit, just as soon as I know me apprentices won't burn this place down in the meantime.
It's made of rock, so good chances are good.
Floors.
When do I get that dance? I think the event that it gave it it's gone, unless they're gonna give it to us again here. Otherwise, they want us to buy it at the store.
So
Those pricks. Those white pricks. Oh wait, we gotta go to the lower decks.
Hawker's Alley first is the closest one, it looks like. And then we need to do the fisherman's.
That's where you gather up all your goods and you hawk them in the garbage. Hey, it's this guy.
That's littering.
I miss these guys. They don't show up very much.
Oh, the little weasel guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I recognize this thing.
Kyorun.
Are you right?
That's his name.
Welcome, customer. Customer be welcome.
It just sounded like you were gonna read it, but you just stopped at the name, so I was confused.
Oh no, it's just a funny name.
Not customer. Not come with custom.
Did you come through customs?
Probably not. You seem like the type.
Sparklies. Kyokorun loves sparklies. Kyokorun can find sparklies at this gold saucer.
Yeah, except, you know, you can't change back from sparklies. It's gonna be there's no way it's not money.
Yeah, you gotta hit the cact button, become a gillionaire. It almost looks like Jillionaire. They're so fucking cute.
Lots of sparklies. Kyokorun loves sparklies more than customer. Kyokorun, go to gold saucer straight away. Come back with many sparklies.
Do they let you, or do they let them in?
That's a good question.
How do you even get in without... Oh, well, no, it's the
They're
airship.
in them elements, I guess.
Yeah, it's airship.
I was like, we just get there via the aetherite crystal, but not everybody has that option. You know,
Win in Linsa.
Didn't we originally get there on foot, though?
Yes, originally.
No.
We get there now with... well, no, originally we took...
No, we got there by airship.
Oh.
So we've never gone by foot. You can't get through there by foot. It's like a giant floating casino.
Oh.
Out in the middle of the desert.
Wawalago. These names.
I have one in my room. I can show you what it looks like.
Wawalago?
Or no, it's in the building, right? It's in the guild hall.
What?
Here, shove, you gods. You know Shovey? What?
He says, "Hey,
assuming like an
Shovey.
anchovy.
Ye gods, you're no Shovey." That's what they're going for.
What is Shovey?
Anchovy?
He says anchovy to people? Okay.
Maybe there's somebody that calls
crayfish.
anchovy specifically.
Nay, from crayfish to catfish, gobby to gudgeon, I've seen my share of sea creatures, but there's not a puffer in these parts so pointy as you.
It's cold out.
First one?
It is if it's a spectacular spines you seek, none are senior to Senor Sabotenter.
Oh my god.
And there's the show, right?
This guy's like, what? You're one suave sabotender, certainly. So much so, I suspect you sailed in from the gold saucer. But I'm sorry to say that salt of the sea types like yours truly ain't suited to sordid guild seeking. Simpler pleasures are my preference.
Well,
did you know that you could actually
feast your eyes on the realms of or on the realm's most gorgeous garb, probably.
There you go, yeah. Where what's this you say? Can I assume that this gorgeous garb adorns the figures of lasses both buxom and bony? Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I'll net the next airship to the saucer of yours. Still, we should keep this between you and me and the saboteur. Let's just assume I'm off on an extended angling excursion.
It's Bonnie, but I appreciate the idea that he just really wants to see bony women.
Bony last.
Bony women. What is Bonnie? What is, like, Bonnie and Clyde?
You've done your best to spread word of the gold saucer among the residents of Limsa. All that's left is reconvene with the staff at the Aft Castle and hope that your efforts bear fruit. And then they're like, now go to the other capital city and do it again. And then the other capital city, and you'll be here for 3 hours and...
Finally, a quest.
For the record, Bonnie is simply beautiful or handsome, depending on the context.
Wait, what? Beautiful or handsome?
Depending on the
That seems
context.
confusing.
So I suppose it works for both lads and lasses in that case.
Oh, gotcha.
It means you look like a TikTok filter.
What's wrong with you?
Look at this fucking heathen. Oh my god. What? He's wearing the new hair with a horn.
What?
Who the fuck are you talking
That
about?
Rothgar behind me. Not only is he wearing the new hair that looks horrible, but he has a horn too sticking through it. It's so bad.
Nice.
Oh yeah, he does.
Besides that, I did a double take because he's the same color scheme as me and shirtless, and his pants also have the same color scheme. So I was like, what the fuck? It's really surreal for a moment there. Why would he use the hair on purpose? Are you just that desperate for novelty at this point? I don't understand. All right, Senior Sabatender.
Maybe he just likes it. He likes anime.
He's
Keith,
wrong.
leave him alone.
He's so wrong. You can't help but feel the crowd is sparser than it was just before.
Well, it is raining.
Senior Sabatender, there you are. I have urgent orders from our superiors. All staff are to conclude their missions and make preparations to return to the saucer post-haste.
How does the suit glow?
Magic. You can feel Senior Sabatender's piercing gaze upon you. It would seem that he strongly wishes for you to return to the saucer with him.
I take it you'll be coming back as well. If so, pray come along to the landing as soon as you're able.
Keith is always judgy, especially the Rothgars.
Yeah.
You know, it now makes sense why the Sabatender walks so awkwardly.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it's a costume and not, you know, at their body.
So this is what the gold saucer looks like. This like poster right here. This is what it looks like. It looks like a giant cactus.
Look at the.
But then you like.
You guys got a headdress.
He's waiting. Hold on, 1 second.
Got like a tail sticking out of his head. See, that Rothgar's not using the new hairstyle. He knows better.
Maybe he can't afford it.
It's been a reoccurring. Well, the reason I pointed out is because it's been a reoccurring topic. We keep pointing out that they launched a whole new set of hair for Rothgar after all this time, and we've never seen anyone actually use one. Ever.
Yeah, real quick, accept that teleport and hop in the Sky Slipper for 1 quick second here.
Oh, you're gonna go look at it? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think he's actually seen the outside
flying
of it
thing
from this angle at least.
There you can see the big old golden sauce.
I believe it's where is it north or south? I think it's south, isn't it? Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
No, turn around. It's the other direction.
The weather's not helping right now.
No, it's fine. It's this direction. It's gonna be more onto your right side. Yeah, we're passing it now. It's directly to our right.
Yeah, the weather is not helping right now.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. So we've already passed it now.
We're just getting screwed over at this point.
Yeah, the sandstorm is like in the way, but you should be able to see it onto your left side.
It's around here somewhere.
Yeah, it's directly to our left. If you look on the map, you can see it there. We just can't get to it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Or we can't
unfortunate.
see it.
See it right now.
Womp womp. Oh, was someone complaining that I was talking shit about the Rothgar in your chat?
Yeah, someone was like, "Oh man, he's being very judgy right now." I was like, "Yeah." Nah, that's just...
I mean, he
Fuck
is
you.
a Rothgar. He can judge.
Well, you coming at that Rothgar hot, man. The person doesn't know you're beef with hair. How would they know?
Somebody didn't
not
look at
part
the
of the-
hair, apparently, if they don't see the problem.
It's not part of the lore.
Okay, back to the
It's
entrance
so
square.
off-putting that they hide the ears, and it's even more off-putting that they hide the ears as if the clipping is a problem, and then they fucking don't hide the horns, which also clip. So what was the point?
Yeah, gold
What
saucer.
was the
entrance square.
point?
To appease somebody. Somebody needed that hair.
Somebody out there. I think people wanted new hair, but okay.
They gave it to you spitefully.
They
They said,
clearly
"Fine,
decided,
you want more
they clearly
cat hair?"
decided not to bother. Wow, after all these years, we're gonna get new Rothgar hair. Oh, it's just 2B's hair, but bad. Cool.
Hey, we're all here.
Yep.
Gang's all here.
Where can a man get himself one of those drinks that they're saying are the talk of the realm?
Is it
Clearly you are an individual of discerning tastes. Right this way, my good sir.
As you can see, business is booming.
It's
I'm
one
pleased to say
person.
that we've even welcomed quite a few new guests from Limsa Liminsa. Clearly, the efforts of my colleagues have paid off in more ways than one. And they could not have done it without you. Master Roland will doubtless be thrilled. Would that we need... could continue our promotion efforts afield for a while longer, but I fear we need every able-bodied attendant here at home to deal with the ever-burgeoning crowds.
Burgeoning.
That's your cue, Senior Sabatender. Let's give our guests a warm welcome. Gold saucer style.
I should start using that word.
It's a good word.
In any event, I thank you. Not only have you helped us to expand our clientele, but, as you can see with your own eyes, Senior Sabatender is back to his typical energetic self. As his colleague and first friend, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. I can, however, offer you this small token of our thanks. Till our paths cross again, may fortune smile upon you at the Gold Saucer.
He's your friend. Wait till you find out he's not real. My best friend is Mickey Mouse.
Food is burgeoning into my stomach.
That's not what words mean.
Damn it.
Burgeoning.
My blood is burgeoning into my heart.
No.
And there's the quest complete.
I don't like it.
There are... Wait. Hold on. Let me check.
Show right and show left. Like stand to the sides.
Okay. What are you doing?
We gotta sync up with each other and stand on like to the sides of each other.
On the count of 3?
Wait, what are we doing? Sorry, what are we...
Probably show left, I think. No, right. So you're gonna do left.
Yep.
Person standing on the opposite side. It's just two
Here,
people.
Andrew, squeeze into the middle here real quick. There we go.
We're gonna clip into each other.
Alright, on the count of 3.
Oh well.
Wait. Which direction am I going in?
You just stand there.
Oh.
What? Oh, I'm just
Okay.
standing here.
1, 2, 3, go. Duh.
Thumbnail. Perfect thumbnail.
It's not.
Hang on.
It's impossible.
not.
It's impossible to photograph.
We should probably get a better spot then.
It's so much harder to photograph things than you would think.
Where are we going again?
This way.
Silence of the God.
Yes.
Is that the sequel to Silence of the Lambs?
Probably.
It's because in an anime you always have to escalate. Silence God.
Single god, then
Hey, we're
plural
back. We
gods.
just got distracted for a while, but hey, bye everyone. Bye. Hello.
I want you all to meet my girlfriend.
You're gonna use that way too much, aren't you?
Oh yeah, all the time. Was I this person? Probably because it's Snake.
You chose the.
You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them if Sir Lakshim passing. Come, friends, to Vera Nilla.
And now we go all the way back to where we came from.
Oh no.
Oh wait, nope, not the entire way.
Well,
no,
we
not
could
the
have.
Explorer template. God damn it.
You all right there?
They put the look at the adventure play thing right where it used to be how you got on the mount. My muscle memory.
Sounds like excuses.
You just want to stare at the ring some more. That's it all. That's all it is.
We're back.
Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss
Guilty.
no longer holds Qualiana.
Wait,
Qualiana.
Qualana?
Qualiana, sisters in her thrall. For this we are thankful.
Oh, that's not me.
That's key.
Yes.
Oh, that's who Alice is. The Warrior of Light did the deed. We were but witness to his heroism. However, I feel this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods of salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. Time to execute Order 66.
We ignore our sisters' plight and our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speak of never comes.
We're all in this together. Alamegans, Antananta, and the Warrior of Light if he doesn't get distracted by, like, an event or something. We understand that. Hopefully, in time, they will too.
You and yours will never be friends of the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be
getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything.
And now we go back to the place that we came from.
What if instead we had to walk everywhere?
Boo. I would not like that. Not at all.
You don't think that would add to the Stormblood experience, the famously good expansion that everyone loves?
Never. There's only so much you can do, right?
Manago.
Manago. Manog knows him. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Tarup came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary.
It won't. Sri Lakshmi is gone. Ah, but I should probably start at the beginning. 3 hours
So
later.
when two snakes love each other very much, they have
They
babies,
enter
and that baby
a
died.
coil ball.
A coil ball? What the? Is that like a really sensual handshake? You're just like...
As far as I'm aware, I've heard multiple references to snakes just kind of like orgying in a weird ball of snakes, which I think is what I think you fight those basically in Bloodborne in the forest, like snake orgies.
Does that mean like every Indiana Jones movie just has a pit of orgy snakes?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Like someone's just rounding up snakes to throw into a pit, and the snakes are like, "Oh damn, we just going to an orgy? All right, let's go!" Like, incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended? Oh, is this me too? Fuck.
You saved a lot of lives, hero. Take pride in that.
It must be that this was something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole.
Indeed. There are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient aether levels closely observed.
Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vienna on how best to enforce said restrictions.
Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters, then. What news of the Imperials?
None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladonia. Or Veladina, rather. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east.
Finally!
He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties from for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials.
Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Monago. You've been away from your family far too long. Don't deny it.
As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. All right, whatever.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye. It looks like it's up to me and mine to give you lot a proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of Veldonia. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. I'm the best cook.
Are you a culinarian?
I'm a level 80 culinarian.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Is that her dad?
Just more new people.
Honored guests, I pray you partake in our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Because I'm old.
Oh my god, the polygons.
Wait, why is the salad so detailed, but then the turkey's like ugly?
I see you've purchased Turkey Classic.
And Salad Premium Edition.
Thank
paid
you,
a premium
sir,
price for that salad, but
for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family.
we have bread. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Oh my god, that's terrifying.
Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do.
Itadakimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Pixel turkey. Or polygon turkle. Or turkey. Turtle? Turtle. Yeah.
Turtle.
I don't like any of this.
You just
She
don't
wasn't
get the
kidding when she said her mother could cook. How would you joke about that?
Why would you joke about that? Yeah.
You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help but thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. 17 exactly. Our mother just died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. But we didn't have much, but we did have each other. And that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, and of course Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die.
Damn, this got heavy. I just wanted to eat.
It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, they treat us like them. They push and they push and until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms or someone's a god, a false god. I didn't realize we were going to talk about politics at this dinner, but...
Yeah, right?
If the 12
I don't
are
play
watching
video games
us,
to talk about politics.
What are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better? And it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us.
Fuck off.
There's no
I would be so mad if I lost my whole family to like a rebellion
and someone hits you back with a pun.
Making a pun. Oh.
It's such a bad taste, Jesus Christ.
You know what else has the word pun in it? Punch. And just get smacked in the face by Lise.
I know. That's why we're here, isn't it?
You picked it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Bruh.
I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. I don't think they
It's
meant
the
it as a
puns.
pun.
No.
Who knows what the answers are? Or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Hang on, was that a pun?
Wait, she actually stopped. Hold on.
Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, hero.
No acknowledgement of the pun. Okay.
My behavior remains unpunished.
Bad. Can't believe they would like give you that option.
It's fine. We're getting our just desserts. Eventually. After, you know, the turkey and the salad.
No, that doesn't work at all.
No.
There's something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Where do you usually get your meals? It's not like there's like a Taco Bell.
There's a ding.
Oh yeah, please give me your schlong there, Alphanod.
Alphano is 16 canonically. That's
He
not a
gave
good
me his
idea.
schlong. What do you want? I'm not being weird. That's what he gave us. We gave all of us his schlong.
I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass by many of our comrades on the road east, and we will have a 3-minute conversation with every one of them one by one. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, and we need only to identify ourselves with the soldiers in order to pass. It's been 5 minutes since we've seen them, so we have to catch up on what they've been up to in the meantime.
It's been 36 years.
Long ago in a distant past.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that in Aku's voice?
Samurai, there is no justice, just us.
Fucking turns into like a snake and slithers off.
Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Aligiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. And give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? Exactly 3 of them, to be precise.
Did you holler at these lads for me?
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
We're here. Mormonago.
Sorry, I was a fool. I thought that cutscene was going on for just a wee bit longer than it was going to.
I was like, what's going on? Is he okay?
Sorry. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on top of the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Valdonia was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Aligiri. Okay. Let's go.
Off to Aligiri.
What are you doing?
He's trying to show off my sky slipper that I worked really hard to get for you guys.
For us?
Yeah. So that I could fly you guys around.
Driving it.
Yeah. So I could fly you guys around because I didn't have a 4-man map before. He just dinged from the exploration.
Just leveled up from flying.
What the fuck?
The exploration. You get, I think it's like 5% of a level each time you,
How does
like,
is it really 5%? That's so much.
I don't remember exactly what the number. It's some low number, low percentage.
It has to be way less than 5. 5 is so much that's such a high percentage.
Yeah, 5 seems like a lot.
It might be 1%. I'm not sure.
Here we are, the brand new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Who is this guy? Who is Raban?
Effie is.
That's me.
Ah, there you are. Oh, this voice is going to kill me.
Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence.
Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We're about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris.
Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend.
Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves, and join us when you are ready. Please be voice cutscenes, we don't have to do this again.
No.
Nope.
You'll have to voice it all.
It's a lot of voice. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like you've got a meeting to attend.
Don't forget to attune.
Da-da-da. Hell yeah, let's go faster to attune.
We rushed to wait.
Right.
Let me know when you guys are good.
We're here.
Yep.
That is everyone, Raban.
That everyone? Then let's begin. Alagiri is ours, and for a mercy we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won.
If I may, General, we may want to assemble a team of like 12 adventurers to go in an instance, and that may solve our problem. Should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable.
We searched the We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Mabania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Why have they not fired it at us then?
Which means that we need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers.
I see. Then we have no choice but to accept that what we have been given.
Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has something planned, but we'll have to deal with it when the time comes.
To the assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve to Alagiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response.
Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Hero after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. If she wants to fight, I say let her fight.
Don't do anything stupid, is what that translates to. That's a nicer form of don't do anything stupid.
Thanks, I knew you would understand. Map would be best if I accompanied you. Alice can stay with the hero. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves.
You have your orders. Dismissed.
Sorry, I was reading Facebook. What was my orders? Why everyone's walking off? Where am I?
Sit
Shit,
here
what am I
and
supposed to
wait.
do?
We're supposed to sit here and wait.
I always wait. That's all I do in this damn game.
Meanwhile, in a dark cave across town.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Garleans are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Eorzea. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alagiri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specular Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
This time the person scheming up on a ledge is our person.
Yeah!
What a
That's
twist.
Bizarre, yeah.
That was some Nazi shit.
I did
That was a
not
lot
see
of
that
Nazi
one coming.
shit. We are mentally and physically superior to the other races, and here's our special Ubermensch research experiment. Like, oh god.
Except
Well-
Vicantos is advancing.
So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I obviously wouldn't worry too much. They're strong, and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Get the samurai one? Does that look good? No. Wait, these look. Oh god, they almost. Wait, they look the same as each other. Cheaters.
You?
We have a fair bit of ground
Let's
to
be
cover.
real here.
So we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Kill them with your face.
Oh
and-
my god.
And so you know, I sent word to Ardvald's squadron. They are already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. I never dip sushi.
job. What?
Yeah.
What did you just say?
I just eat the sushi. Do you usually dip it in soy sauce?
It depends what kind of sushi it is. Like if I have eel, then yeah, I usually will dip it in soy sauce.
Yeah, I don't dip it in soy sauce. They were saying in chat that they ordered sushi and didn't get soy sauce, and I'm like,
I've never ordered sushi.
What
before,
pissed me off is when I ordered gyoza and it didn't come with anything, and I'm like, what the fuck do you think you're making?
Oh god,
you're gonna have to
eat these dry.
brutal.
Specifically, there's a place called like Wow Bao, and its entire menu is just bao and gyoza. That's the entire menu. And then when you order the gyoza, it doesn't come with anything to dip it in. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's half of your menu, and you do it wrong.
Maybe is it?
What
they just have it
what
like
is gyoza exactly? I'm sorry.
Gyoza
what?
is
the best food ever made. You guys fight these guys, and I'll image search.
I'll image search.
Yeah. Bringing up a reference. That one's too big.
I believe it's just like
that one's nice and crispy looking. There we go. They're full of like meat and cabbage and so on. They're like these really nice dumplings.
Okay, I gotcha.
Dumplings. That's the word I was looking for.
Fucking
they're just dumplings.
And they're either pan seared or deep fried.
Okay.
Depending on where you get them. So they're crispy and they have all the things you need. It's
like a deep fried spring roll, essentially.
It feels pretty versatile.
It's a little different, but
that hurt me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, I don't know. I just reminded of spring rolls as soon as I saw that.
There's astonishingly better than spring. Also more savory. Whenever I hear spring rolls, that's usually the vegetarian. They call them egg rolls when they're not vegetarian.
Yeah.
I'm maybe more.
Not a fan of egg rolls.
I don't know why they do that.
But no, gyoza's great. Gyoza's fantastic. Versatile. I have it for breakfast sometimes, and it still feels like it makes sense. Yeah.
Breakfast? I don't know about that, Chief. Now I think you're just pushing an addiction into.
Well, I mean, you just put some eggs in it instead of.
You can have gyoza whenever you want.
No.
It feels
that's
like,
not how that. He's not making his own gyoza. He's getting.
It feels fine as a breakfast food. Give me a moment, hero. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now.
Sorry, I'm on a phone call.
Understood. Keep me apprised for any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, hero? Any trouble?
Same as
and
usual.
There I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Does my new top look good? It's okay. It's okay. It is sleeveless, which is always a bonus. Those look like ice cream cones.
They could be anything you want them to be.
No, I'm pretty sure they're sand.
Oh. Cut.
Whoa. You've improved.
That sword
Come
is
now,
bigger
father.
than
You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Oh, they're bonding over murder.
What?
So sweet.
I mean, who was that? It sounded like a little sensual in the background.
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me.
I like how it's still the same sword clashing sounds from Age of Empires 2.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love those free assets.
We're going to... It's like a Mario game. We're going to the Ice Cream Kingdom. The soft serve steps.
report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Rudolph, Emlet. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
What?
Firing main cannon.
How hard would it be to slowly drop that cannon?
Exceptionally.
I feel, yeah.
They must have a absolutely massive counterweight built into the mountainside for something like that.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat. Now! Relay the orders!
Understood.
Everyone's just standing still. It's really weird.
All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
But they're all still like gyrating.
Whoa! Where'd they even come from?
Suddenly, it's not voiced anymore.
By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? Must have been the cannon at Castrum, Albania. But that was an Imperial installation and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed or Oh, the link shell, not the shell that you hit the troops. We have to go right now. They need our help.
Just the giant shell being covered in jam. That's you know, their sensors are being jammed.
Does it look like?
As things leak out of various control panels.
I can't equip it. They do some inventory management. Fuck it.
You got a space?
Yep. This way. There's no time to lose.
Probably been keeping all of his stuff.
I try to throw stuff out, but it just stacks up quickly.
Yeah, you need to do the.
I'm always worried I'm gonna throw something that's necessary for something else.
Do you have any green gear in your inventory?
Maybe. I don't know.
If you do, take that out and you can turn it in at the Immortal Flames later.
I have 2 trailblazers. Yes. There we go. This is what they gave me. It's sleeveless. It's one sleeveless.
Hey, you know what? That's not bad. If you dye that with the pants, that's not bad at all.
A very wide, multi-layered hood thing going on.
One size fits all, I guess. And hey, it doesn't clip with anything, which is nice.
For now.
For now.